Hello Nigeria, we're live here at Eagle Square for the celebration of Workers' Day. Now, a quick question. Should Workers' Day be celebrated due to what is happening in the country now? People are complaining. Nigerians have worked tirelessly for this and they are complaining that salaries have not been paid. Now, the question is, should this be celebrated? Is it worth celebrating? So let's go and find out what the people around have to say about this. My name is Kwado Igboko, reporting for DMItv. Keep it low. Come along.
It is our hope, therefore, that the Tripartite Committee, provided with the Labour and the Private Sector, will expedite its assignment to enable the federal government to present an executive bill on a new national minimum wage to the National Assembly for passage into law as soon as possible.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
So what message do you have for Nigerian workers?
Well, you can see Nigerians, once they are convinced and they are satisfied, they will be happy. And clearly speaking, you can see the demonstration of happiness, and it's also their day. And you can see celebration. Despite the difficulty, Nigerian workers are people that can be trusted, are people that are reliable, are people also that want the country to progress. So clearly speaking, I think they have been able to demonstrate here today. And I think it's a good omen. Nigerians must unite to address issues of challenges of unity. We must not allow ourselves to be divided. And I think this is the message we have sent out today. Very strong, very clear, and I think it's what we need at this point in time.
Okay, so the Vice President said there will be an increase in minimum wage. Do you think this is actually going to take effect?
No, it's a process. The negotiating process is on. Once we finish the negotiation, it will be transmitted to the presidency before it goes to the National Assembly. It's a process, and therefore everybody understands the process. And the process, we are convinced that the process is ongoing, and therefore we'll follow up the process.
Okay. Thank you very much. As a member of the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, what are your expectations from the government?
Well, our expectation first and foremost is security for the whole nation. It's very paramount. In the absence of peace, there's nothing that can be achieved. Then also we are looking at how they can review this, our minimum wage. It's very necessary now, looking at considering the high cost of things in the market. Our take home, I cannot really say it's getting home any longer.
Due to what is happening in the country now, do you think Workers' Day is supposed to be celebrated?
You see, we need to make ourselves happy. And sincerely, what is happening now, you may say there is nothing to celebrate, but at least we still have the nation to celebrate. Yeah.
To me, it's worth celebrating because a lot of people are out there that don't know what is really happening. But if you don't come out to show a kind of awareness, how do you know the sufferings of the workers?
Okay. So what do you have to say about this speech that the Vice President just gave?
It's a good thing if they're going to stand by their words. It's a kind of encouragement for the workers to have hope that at least there's still hope in the gleam future we have in this country.
The national minimum wage, which falls under the purview of the Federal Exclusive Legislative List, is being handled through a Tripartite Committee. Again, government has engaged in promotion of staff members, deserving staff members, especially those with the electric capacity, and all deserving staff members.
I'm Professor Basi Ubom, University of Abuja, and I'm here on behalf of TUC, ASU, and NLC. What are they celebrating for? What are they celebrating for? They have reduced Nigerian worker to peanuts, and enough is enough. The Nigerian worker needs to be respected. Needs to be respected. We have accommodated enough, so there must be a way out. You understand? And because this issue of all the time, you find out that it is only during May Day that people will come and talk about minimum wage, increasing the minimum wage. No, it's unacceptable. It's our right. It's our right. So the right thing just have to be done. Even if they increase it today, see in 2011, even if they increase it today, in the next 5 years, they must. It's our right. It's not coming here and talking about all these issues.
Government after government, including this government, they are deceptive on the minimum wage. Because if you look at all the states implementing the current 18 minimum wage, they undercut the workers. They undermine the workers. Yeah. There is no state currently, if you go and check the record, that is actually paying the minimum wage. Minimum wage is not allowance. But what many of them try to do, you get it now? is to put allowances and all the other things together to give the impression that they have agreed on that. We are not begging for that weight. If this present government decided out of our struggle to award it, Nigerian workers should not be deceived to vote for them. You must vote on the basis of your own agenda. Because the whole thing about this minimum wage being pushed to the last quarter is to now come up with the president is magnanimous. They have now awarded a minimum wage. It is our sweat, it is our demand, it is our struggle. So don't be deceived by it. Where is it this year that the president is being represented in the last 3 or 4 years by a vice president? Because election is now at stake. Nigerian workers are not deceived. Nobody to tell us we are patriotic. We are patriotic by our own stand in our own work.
Yes, I am Comrade Raymond Imomo. I'm the chairman of the unit branch of Nigeria Union of Public Service, Reportorial, Secretarial, Data Processors, and allied workers. In fact, we are really neglected. Even for the emergence of the ministries, we are not really doing anything. No allocation coming regularly, promotion areas are being owed, and the minimum wage we have been expecting has not come. So what can we do? It's our annual event. We must celebrate. We must celebrate.
Okay, with what the Vice President just said about the minimum wage, what can you say about it?
Well, we hope they can keep on their old promises. It's not just a matter of promise. Implementation is our problem. If they promise and they can fulfill, we'll be happy. Yes.
My name is Comrade Chao Adewale Sufyan. I'm the General Secretary of Nigerian Weathers and Fitters Union. Of course, they have to celebrate. There are word of hopes from the Vice President of the country. As you know at the moment, there is a tripartite committee in place working on minimum wages. And of course, from the word the Vice President was able to give us today, there's all assurance that part of what we're asking for is going to be given to us.
Yes, I think workers should be celebrated because one, I would say our take-home pay now drop us at the bus stop. It cannot take us home again. So we just pray that the government should do something so that our salary will not only take us home, at least we'll be able to relax when we get back to our various houses. Now bus stop, if they drop us now, make them do something.
Okay, what can you say about this?
I think that's exactly what she has just said.
I'm not through yet. With what the Vice President said about the minimum wage, do you think this thing is going to actually take effect?
We pray so, but if in case it did not take effect, we have our PVC. We know what to do on the D-Day. let me reserve my comment.
Thank you very much.
The benefit of a national minimum wage cannot be overemphasized. And increase in the minimum wage will put many workers out of poverty. A new wage will put the country in positive light globally and the world to show compliance with international labor organization standards. Overall, an increase in minimum wage will raise the level of productivity and enhance the purchasing power of Nigerian workers. Our current demand of 63,500 as the national minimum wage will only manage to meet the basic needs of average Nigerian workers. If inflation is kept
My name is Comrade Mukhtar Bala from Abuja Environmental Protection Board. Workers has been shortchanged for a long period of time, and up to today in the struggle, workers has not been taken care of.
So with what the Vice President said about the minimum wage increase, do you think this thing is going to actually take effect?
And what we actually, in our own side as a labor, minimum wage is something that workers should celebrate, but actually what we are looking at is a harmonization. When you harmonize people's salary, then you not look at for minimum wage. Because without harmonization, minimum wage if it comes, there is still going to be a wide barrier within the various organizations. So minimum wage is not the key thing. Economic stability and then harmonization.
Yeah, my name is Comrade Martin Sohemi. I'm the chairperson of the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation, Opta branch, Opta into the city. Thank you.
So with what is happening in the country now, do you think workers should be celebrating?
Well, it's relative. If you say workers should be celebrating, there are some sides to it. I think there are some sides that the Nigerian workers have been able to make their mark in the general dispensation of things in Nigeria. Yes, agreed. Our economy, our social welfare, and all that relates to workers, of course, is not almost there. But again, the unity of the Nigerian workers in their various areas of endeavor, I think based on that, we should have every cause to say we should be able to, for a day like this, to solidarize with the rest of the world, to at least also give ourselves the courage that at least we can get there once we are together. Thank you.
Comrade Otis Amodu Sule is my name. We supposed not to celebrate, but we cannot forget the day. Because this day is for the worker. That's why we have to celebrate it. It's not like when you give birth to a child, you must do the birthday for him.
So the Vice President spoke about the minimum wage. What can you say about this?
So I believe in him because he's a man of honor. We are waiting for September, as they said, if they can rise it.
Yeah, my name is Lawrence Emmanuel. I'm a union chairman in RCC Construction Company. Well, of course, if you are expecting something good that is coming in future, you have to start from now celebrating. Because if you celebrate, God knows that you are happy that He's going to do it, and which we believe that God will do it.
I'm Mr. Gerald Ikechukwu Mwamara. I'm a staff of PW Nigeria Limited Construction Company here in Abuja. There's nothing much to celebrate, but there is something to hope for based on the statements and reports and all the remarks they've given here right here. So we have something to hope for, but definitely nothing to celebrate. But we have something to hope for.
Sorry, my name is Matthew Agabi and I'm the HR manager for Atco Industries Limited. Yeah, there is a reason to celebrate. We are alive, so we have to celebrate. That doesn't take the fact away that we are hungry and that we need better working conditions, we need better life for workers. All the same, there is a reason to celebrate because there is hope.
With what the Vice President said about the minimum wage increase, do you think it's actually going to take effect?
Yeah, it's going to take effect. The economic reality shows that minimum wage is a reality and the government has to do it. But just how soon they will do it is just the question. But I want to believe that adequately the Vice President has spoken with his integrity and therefore they will do something about it.
My name is Deborah. I'm a member of RATAO, Radio, Television, Theatre, Art Workers.
My name is Comrade Chigozengus. I'm the chairman RATAO, FRC and Abuja Operations. I want to say that there is no difficulty that cannot be surmounted. Even in the midst of war, people still give birth. So we cannot be intimidated by the prevailing killings in the country. We have to come out and celebrate this day. This day is ours, and we have to celebrate it despite the challenges in the country.
So with what the Vice President said about the minimum wage increase, do you think it will actually take effect?
We are looking forward to seeing that, though promises have been going on since, but we want to believe that if he is actually a man of integrity, they should keep to their words.
Oh, Comrade Bio Belemwaye Joy Josiah, National President Medical and Health Workers Union, and National Chairman Joint Health Sector Unions, JOSU. If the government is a government of change, it ought not to do things in the way others do. So, when this minimum wage is changed, because I believe Buhari will always want to stand for that which is proper. And so if we have been earning slave wages, now certainly he should not change it to show that yes, he came to change things. Unless we get this minimum wage, then we will never believe that it came to change.
So we have come to the end of the show, Workers' Day celebration. And the Vice President has promised to increase the minimum wage, which we are all expecting and the workers are expecting, because Nigerians have worked tirelessly for this. And we are hoping that salaries are going to be paid, minimum wages are going to be released and increased. My name is Kwado Igboko, reporting for DMItv. Thanks for watching.